has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes on the field to open this game. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kirk.
And Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
To the air, it's Humphreys. Caught quickly. He's found some room at the 45. That's a solid gain, moves the ball in the enemy territory. First down now at the 40. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback still with the football. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The shotgun handoff here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback looking to scramble. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Powering through a tackle. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So Washington State's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
And the defense able to hold in there to a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit down for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Well down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. They'll give it to the back.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pass caught. Oh, he breaks free, still going. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
You know, 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line. The pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time and then
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. They'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. You know, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies and provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll hand it off. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stop.
He's looking deep here. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Washington State, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. You make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. No press here. The defense backing away. Tailback takes the handoff again. Will not be brought down. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Second down play coming up. Throwing off play action. Oh, they can't bring him down. He'll throw it now. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Boy, what a good job by this defense of trying to put pressure on this mobile quarterback. Here's another example of what he can do. He looked like he was going to be down for a loss, and instead is able to fight through it. But I'm going to tip my cap to this defense. They knew what they were facing today, and they're doing a good job of containing him and applying enough pressure to be able to offset this offense.
Looking deep down the right side. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great.
Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. Oh, he makes the catch! Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to throw. It's Humphreys. And it's picked off in the end zone. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quick throw testing the middle, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
When they don't make the completion here, the timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually, it's going to cost you.
They're going to run it here. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it and keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll use the ground game here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Try and muscle for the 1st down. That's good for 1st down yardage, set up at the 26 now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. Washington State now operating in the red zone. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. He hands it to the back. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Bringing pressure. A 4th down completion to the running back. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
And he drops back in the gun. And pass rush gets home. There's still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. Send the back in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Field goal's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
On the move now. No for the first, but still going. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out into the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. Alabama getting set for the first and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Humphreys. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Ball handed off. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Alabama. This offense is still clicking.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. So second and 10 from the 25. Importantly, get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Third and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
They misfire on first down, so it's second and 10 from the 41. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. This time it's complete. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Timeout, Washington State.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking right, this one caught. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Tight end makes the catch on the corner route. Touchdown, Washington State. They finish off the scoring drive.
Well, they've rolled the dice here, call that play, and it works out. They get points on the board. They cut into the lead. Now you got a ton of momentum going in at halftime to make some adjustments and come out feeling that you can come back and win this game.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? On the ground, it's Sanders. Jukes to get free. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. A play action, looking to throw. Bring the pressure and down he goes.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. They can't connect to costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the back gets the football. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And that one produces a decent gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. The pass rush closing in. Touchdown! And this offense cannot be stopped. We have a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. Remember last time, they were 4 down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He finds his man.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass caught, second down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the ball is hauled in. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Play action here on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw again. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target and hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. This time, a completion. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. A chance to get right back into this football. Touchdown, Washington State. Look out, whole different game now. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And the point after cuts it to a 4-point game, 28-24. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Scanning the field, it's Humphreys. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Returner brought down by the coverage team. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On first down, it's play action. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The completion makes it second down. They keep him guessing with a run. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Here comes a handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. When a player is down injured after that last play, they'll take a timeout or they check him out. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Looks like Washington State will have the first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Caught quickly on the left side. Touchdown, Washington State. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now an important PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. To throw, it's Humphreys. Catch made on the left side. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Complete. 2nd down coming up. Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He finds room at the 30. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. It's a run to the left. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And they'll give it to the back. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Breaking tackles. Has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. Hard-fought playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Handoff from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Man, there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Looks left and finds his target there. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Running out of time in the pocket. He releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Here we are late in a 1-score game. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This might be for the ball game. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the defense calling time here with 26 seconds to play. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Dropping back, it's Humphries. A deep shot to the right. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, tied. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a two-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over, but it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.